Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Thursday, April 2nd, 2015, around 8:15 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. Sun went down. It was 61 degrees today, which is first time in over 4.5 months. Some news to report. Sad news to report in the world of TV religion shows. Televangelist Robert Schiller passed away at the age of 88. He's famous for hosting the Hour of Power show. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. My personality profile tonight is one of the most famous actresses in Hollywood today. I'm talking about Heather Locklear. Heather Locklear is like a television actress who starred in several TV series, including Dynasty, T.J. Hooker, and Melrose Place, and had some memorable roles. Heather was born in LA and she grew up in Thousands Oak, California. She was the youngest of 4 children, and she claims to be of Native American descent of Lumbee tribe. Heather Locklear started out as a model in college. She went to UCLA, and she made some television appearances after modeling, such shows as Chips and A Is Enough. Her first major television role was in the classic primetime soap opera Dynasty. She played Sammy Dean. She was on the show for about 9 years. That's how long it lasted. She had a long-term working relationship with producer Aaron Spelling. She guest starred in several Aaron Spelling shows, including Fantasy Island, Matt Houston, The Love Boat, and Hotel. And she also starred in the TV series T.J. Hooker, which was produced by Aaron Spelling, as well as Dynasty. She played Officer Stacy Sherdian. She was in that T.J. Hooker for about 5 years, and she continued to simultaneously be in T.J. Hooker and Dynasty at the same time. And she was continuing to become one of the most famous actresses in Hollywood and on television and stuff like that. She was real popular. She had a relationship with Scott Baio for a while, and then she married Tommy Lee from Motley Crue for about 7 years. The late 80s and early 90s, Heather Locklear starred in a few movies such as Firestarter and The Return of the Swamp Thing, and she kind of mimicked T.J. Hooker in the movie, saying, put my like she had flowers, put my flowers on when they're watching T.J. What's his name? That's just a thing with T.J. Hooker. She didn't want to promote it. In 1993, Heather Locklear returned to television in her most famous role to date, which was Amanda Woodward on a TV primetime soap Melrose Place, which was produced by Aaron Spelling. Melrose Place was kind of a soap opera on Fox, which was struggling in the ratings, and they needed a big name to get them out of the ratings struggle, and she was the one cast with Amanda Woodward that was popular at Melrose Place for 6 years. After that ended in 1999, Heather starred in Spin City sitcom starring like Michael J. Fox for a year, and later on Charlie Sheen. She played Caitlin Moore for about 3 years. Also, Heather starred in a lot of short-lived television series such as Golden Places, which was a sitcom in the 1990-1991, produced by Warner Brothers, the same producers who produced Perfect Strangers and Full House and Family Matters. They appeared on TGIF on ABC, and also LAX, which was on NBC for about a year and stuff. And she's been in a few movies and stuff at that, along with Money Talks, Uptown Girls, and The Perfect Man, and others. Heather's real popular. She was married to Richie Sambrano for about like 10 years and stuff, and they have a child together. She was once best friends with Denise Richards, and she broke up that friendship when Denise Richards dated her ex-husband, Richie Sambrano. That's a no-no in my opinion. And Heather was probably one of the most popular television actresses and blondes in the 1980s. Everybody loved her and stuff like that. I was a big fan of Heather Locklear because of T.J. Hooker and stuff. And she's probably one of the top 10 soap opera characters of all time, with Amanda Woodworth. She actually reprised that role in 2009 when Melrose Place was revived on the CW, but that version wasn't as popular as the Fox version and stuff, and she's still around from time to time. She has like a recurring role in Hot in Cleveland as Chloe and stuff. Over the past few years, Heather Locklear's been like in the news for like 911 calls. There was rumors she was trying to commit suicide and stuff like that, or not feeling great, but those were just rumors, and none of them turned out to be true and stuff. She probably was suffering from depression and stuff. I don't think Heather Locklear would kill herself, in my opinion, but sometimes in Hollywood you never know about these stories about fame and stuff like that. And that's about it on her. And that's about it on these video blogs for tonight. 3 more coming tomorrow: Facebook, friends, YouTube, and Twitter. The first one will be about MBTA bus route 83 that runs from Central Square in Cambridge to Ridge Ave in Cambridge, right by the Outwife Tea Station. That's going to be coming up. And then the second of the professional wrestling regional territories, going to cover the Mid-Atlantic and Jim Crockett promotions, the biggest NWA territory ever, in my opinion. And then the third and final video blog of the night will be about the personality profile, which will be about tomorrow: the Splendid Splinter, the Kid, Teddy Ballgame, Thumper. It's Ted Williams, from the Boston Red Sox, the late great Ted Williams, the greatest hitter who ever lived. And coming soon to these video blogs, more regional professional wrestling territories of the past: Championship Wrestling from Florida, the AWA; Georgia Championship Wrestling, Mid-South, UWF; CWA, USWA, and Smoky Mountain Wrestling. And coming on April 12th, everybody's been waiting for this. The personality profile one that night is going to be about Julie Broughton from Local 6, Orlando, Florida. And don't forget Facebook, friends, and YouTube followers, and Twitter. I'm open for a Skype chat, so if you want to chat with me on Skype, I'm more than willing to chat with you. And if you have any ideas, questions, comments, concerns, private message me. And have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, and and Twitter. See you tomorrow.